Welcome to another Sustainable Living at Home with Janine Liza video on the Art with Janine Liza YouTube channel. In this video I am sharing my own custom designed storage unit for the outdoors. Another fun project I was able to do myself while saving a few pennies. In this video I'm taking you through step by step the building of this design. You'll find a detailed material list and a few directions in the description of this video. I decided to place mine on this front step. It's a nice flat spot to build the storage unit. After doing a little measuring, I just went ahead and started cutting the basic framework pieces. With the 2x3s, in this portion of the video, I am securing the pieces together for the basic frame, creating sink holes for the screws, and then securing it together with the screws. I'm just turning the base on its side so I can secure these pieces on the inside for the front and back. Now these are secure. I'm going to cut some pieces for the sides and the top. Putting in some sink holes again, propping the screw in there because I only have two hands, and then putting the back piece on. Now I'm going to take these pieces of wood and put one here and one on the other side over here. So I had to make adjustments, which means I put this bar, like this piece across the front, on top of the two pieces of wood that were going up the front there, and that just made it tall enough to fit the bins inside that gap. So where we see the piece of wood at the bottom, there's a lip there, and then this is the top part. This actually worked out perfectly though, so I didn't have to try to extend these pieces of wood or cut fresh pieces. So I've come up with another way to save wood and still make this a little higher, and that is bars. I'm going to just remove the sidebars, raise the front and the back, like just raise the back with an extra piece. But the reason I'm going to put a piece on the back is because I'm actually going to have a hinged door there, so I kind of want extra support anyways back here. So I'm just going to move these two pieces up instead of making two more pieces. While I was cutting, I cut the two pieces for the sides as well. These are going to go in the center at the sides to support the side pieces of fence board that are going on. Being just one person putting this together right now, I needed something to elevate one side while I screwed the other side in. So I just used a piece of wood to hold it up gently, and then I put this little piece underneath because it needed to be that much higher for level. And then in order to level it perfectly, I just kind of pulled the wood at the bottom out so that this other piece of wood lowered down. After adding a piece of wood to the back, I noticed one of the screws really didn't go anywhere, so I just put one screw in there. And now I'm working on the front center piece. That will be between the doors, and I'm putting the bins in to see how they fit through that space and securing this. Now you can see how the centerpiece is in there. It is in line with the top part, and it is on the inside at the base. I realized I needed to fill these gaps, so right here between this piece going across the side, I've added some 2x3 just to fill in the gaps so that I'll be able to put hinges on the doors right there. And I had to remove the side pieces in order to screw that into the frame that was already there. There are always nuances that crop up when you're designing something new. I had only tacked these in place, but I needed to remove them to stain the frame. Okay, so now it's been painted with the solid waterproofing water sealer. And it's a nice color to match the bricks on the house, so it blends in a little bit. These are the deck screws I've been using, and I'm hoping they'll be pretty weatherproof. With the main framework done, it's time to cut all the pieces for the roof and the doors. I had added a center post to the frame in order for the doors to meet in the middle here. Okay, so I've been so busy making the doors that I forgot to film. But basically, what I had done was taken 2 pieces of wood and screwed them temporarily in across these 2 beams. Here. In here and in here, and then down there and down there. It just ripped a bit of the paint when I took the screws out. So I screwed the 2 cross beams in for the door, and then I took the wood and leveled them and sort of balanced them out between level and what looked right to the eye, and just sort of evened the lines out between them. I put 1 screw in each, and then I sort of moved the boards left and right to see if I could get them straight and in a good line with each other. Then I added a 2nd screw down at the bottom, and then I had to remove this board, take the screw out that was in this piece here supporting it, and then place this board back on carefully. Then, this is the cool part, on this side I removed this board, and then I took out the screw that was holding it in here, only in one part, so didn't take the screw out of both of them. Then I put this bracket on, which is underneath this plank here, under this board, and then I went down here and removed this screw that was in the board that was underneath going across, and did the same thing with the bracket. Then I took this fence board here and popped it back on. And of course, carefully placing the screws where I know the metal bracket is not under there. So I'll just open it up. And so you can see there, the hinges are kind of hidden. They're in this piece of wood underneath this board. And they're sort of hidden. And that worked out really well because the hinge was so thin. It just, it was possible to put the fence board on, you know, like that. That wood that it was built with was not pressure treated wood, so it needed some protection. And I also put the centerpiece on here, which I also had to work on with the level and sort of the eye to make it sort of balance between the two and go straight down there. Because this piece is going to have let me just get in here. When I bought these latches, I was looking for something weatherproof and strong yet economical. Except for, I thought of a gate. So I bought these and they're quite large, but they're actually pretty cool. So they'll just sort of go like this. This is why I put this extra piece of wood here, sort of a 2x3 sort of side, like with the side attached. Maybe more around the middle for that one. Like top and then middle. So I really want to stop raccoons or anything from getting in, so the middle actually makes more sense. I was kind of glad that there hadn't been any rain while the wood wasn't protected. And you can see I've got 4 pieces up there. I'm planning on building the roof in a similar way. So just putting those pieces on the top there. Basically I'm going to paint them. I'm going to place them carefully, and then I'm going to lay the boards over horizontally. I think it's about 5 boards, and they're 6 foot, so I'm going to cut them to size. But I want a lip over the front to protect the doors from rain. And it doesn't matter if rain goes through it. Like, it's okay that there's cracks. It's just I don't want serious damage to the doors from rain. So if I put a lip over the top of them, that should help them out a little bit. Yeah, as much as we can protect it and make it last would be good. And of course the boards are on the side as well, as you can see here, and on the other side too. Just coming outside to take a look at the finished product, and I'll just go over some of the things I did to finish it up. I put these little bungee cords on here just to stop anything from getting into the latches. And here's the doors, and here the latches come through quite far, but there's bolts, so it's okay. I still like them. Use these ones. Then I just put a bungee cord through it so that it's just a little extra security for the doors to trick the animals so they can't get into it. I just thought I'd pop outside just to show one last thing. I did end up putting the extra hinges on, and I decided on the black ones. I think they're a little bit more weatherproof. And so you see there are 4 hinges. I still need to get something to hold the sides up, because I did get a bonk on the head one day when I lifted this up to get my recycling sorted out. I'm really happy with the way this has turned out. It has lasted 2 winters now and is still going strong. I was gifted a really nice lift support at one point, and it helps because it holds the lid open when I go in. I don't have to worry about it falling and hitting me on the head. It's quite heavy. The lid is super handy, especially in the winter when the front doors might be blocked by snow. What I'm most happy about is the fact that I could do this myself with just a few tools, and I even added a little decoration to it, a little solar light here by the front door to help light the path. I hope this helps somebody to be able to make their own and save themselves a few pennies. These units can range anywhere between $500 to $3,000. So if you can put one together for $300 to $500 or less, that would be ideal. Thank you so much for viewing this video. If you've enjoyed watching this and you'd like to support my channel, please feel free to click subscribe. I hope you'll enjoy checking out other videos on Art with Janine Liza on YouTube as well.